YouTube, welcome back to my channel. I know I've been doing a lot of hauls recently, but this is gonna be like the last big one for a while. I actually, after this haul, want to start using the makeup and enjoying my makeup and actually using it and, you know, doing some tutorials and looks and stuff for you guys. So, but I did want to get this haul, and I did want to show you guys this haul. I've had this stuff for a while, so I've had a chance to test all of it out, or most of it out, but I'm not really going to review a lot of it today. I'm just going to show you what it is, and then I have videos where I want to compare some of the palettes and stuff. So, this is a ShopHush app haul. I was really curious about it. I've seen, this isn't sponsored. That's my cat Delphine you see coming out. This isn't sponsored. I don't have any coupon numbers for you, or coupon codes for you to use. This is all of my hard-earned money that I spent, and I know that this app is a little controversial, and I went to Fashion Institute of Technology, and I do to a certain extent, I understand that, you know, nothing can be original. Everything's been done. And I don't have problems with dupes, and I don't have problems with these either. It's just when it's like, when Makeup Revolution did that Kat Von D palette, and I mean, they did it exactly like hers. The setup was the same, and they just switched the name around. Stuff like that I have a problem with. When you know, there are only so many colors, and if you're gonna be against stuff like Makeup Revolution, you gotta be against all dupes. So I'm talking about, like, if Wet n Wild comes out with like Wet n Wild has that palette, Rosé in the Air, which is pretty much an exact dupe for the Anastasia Modern Renaissance. And then there's the Spice palette from Rimmel, which is an exact dupe of the Urban Decay's Heat. And the Crimson one kind of looks like the Cherry one to me. I mean, from pictures. I haven't seen, like, actually held the Cherry palette, but it kind of looks like from pictures that they're very close to each other. So I don't have a problem with dupes and stuff like that, and it's just when you're blatantly stealing and copying from each other, from another person, that's kind of when I have a problem with it. So that's how I feel about it, and if you don't feel that way about it, that's cool. If you feel, you know, that it is, you know, you don't have a problem with it, that's cool too. It's, you know, I'm not here to tell you what you should think or what's right or wrong for you, but that's just personally what I believe. So with that being put on the table, I really don't have a problem with the ShopHush app. I don't know, I want to keep on saying like Shop Pup or something. I don't know what's coming out of my, I just can't, I'm having like mouth diarrhea when I'm trying to say ShopHush app. Okay, so this is a big haul from the ShopHush app. Some stuff are dupes for palettes, and then some stuff are not dupes for palettes, because they do have other stuff on there besides dupes for palettes. But the main, it looks like their main best sellers is Face Candy and Bad Habit, and those are the kind of dupe companies. So I'll just show you what I have, and leave in the comments below what you want to see reviews of, or tutorials of, or whatever. So let's jump into the haul. So the first thing I got was my nickname is Kat. My real name is Catherine, but everyone calls me Kat or Kitty or Katie Cat. So I respond to Kat. No one calls me Catherine. The only time I get called Catherine is when I was a kid and I was in deep trouble, and when I heard Catherine, I knew I was in for it. But besides that, no one calls me Catherine. Everyone calls me Kat or Katie. So that's why I have a kind of big love for cat things, and I just think cats are cool. But I found these cat eyeliner stencils, and they looked kind of interesting. I thought I would do a video trying them out, and they also kind of help with doing a cut crease. It's on the back. It shows what each cat, how to use the stencil, and yeah, the different uses for the stencil. So some are for liner, and some are for doing cut creases and eyeshadow. So it should be interesting trying to see if this works. So this was only like $2.50, $3. So this should just be a fun little, and they're just little, you know, plastic flexible cat stencils. So that should be interesting. I wanted to try, I love J-Cat Beauty, and I can get certain products at my local beauty supply stores, but they don't carry the You Glow Girl Baked Highlighter. And this is in YGG 103 Pink Goddess. And this is good for summertime for me. In the wintertime, this is going to be more of a blush topper. That's it right there. It's like a rose gold, beautiful highlight, very intense. So if you're not into the blinding highlights, which I obviously am, you wouldn't be into these. But they have their eyeshadows that it comes like 3 colors in one. Those are really good highlighters too. The color Dolce de Leche, Tati used to talk about it all the time, and that's how I kind of first heard about them. And then when I saw them in the beauty supply store, I was like, oh, Tati mentioned them, and they are a good company. I've noticed, like, now that they're kind of moving up. They have like a little end cap gondola thing. I don't know exactly what they call those at my CVS. So they do have, but it's always picked like clean whenever I go there. So I have a cat hair in my nose. Sorry, guys. Yeah, it's just easier for me to order J-Cat online. They have been ordering a bunch of stuff, and I think I am going to have enough stuff to maybe do like a full face of like one product, and do it with J-Cat first, and then, you know, also that new K-Beauty company, Joa, that just came out. I'm gonna do a full face of that type of that makeup too, because I did buy a bunch of stuff from that line. Okay, I've got a lot of stuff and I've been blabbing for a while. This came free with purchase. It's just from Kleancolors. It's a baked highlighter. It's purple kind of iridescent highlighter. That's what it looks like. So, yeah, it's pretty on me. It looks better on me during the winter time when I'm not tan like this. I did pick up the Athena and the Aphrodite palette, and I'll do a video of what I think of these. I do have the original Huda one, so I want to compare them and do, you know, one eye of each. One eye of the original and one eye of the knockoff. But this is the Aphrodite, which is the dupe of the rose gold, and they are pretty good dupes. And I actually like the foils in this one better than the one in the original rose gold. I don't have the remastered one, but I have the original rose gold palette. And then the Athena is a dupe for the Desert Dusk, and it's also a pretty dead-on dupe. So I will have a video doing comparisons with these. Then this palette is the Dream State palette. It is the dupe for the Fenty holiday palette last year. So it's all a bunch of pressed glitters and shimmers. And again, I was going to do a comparison of both. And I kind of like this one better because the colors aren't as muted. The Fenty one, the colors are just a little not as intense as I would like a pressed glitter to be. Okay, then this is the Fantasia, which is a dupe for the Natasha Denona Tropic palette. So I don't own that palette. I do own some of the Natasha Denona minis, and these are nothing, the formulas are not alike, but the colors are, so you can get definitely kind of the same look from them. Okay, I've got a bunch more stuff here. Okay, I picked up the Amazonian palette. So that is what it looks like, and then this is what it looks like on the inside. This is a dupe for the, sorry, don't want to blind you there, guys. This is a dupe for the holiday palette, the Naughty palette from last year. I won't buy from Kylie Cosmetics. I'm not gonna get into why, because I have a video coming up explaining brands that I don't buy from, and yeah, I just I don't support Kylie Cosmetics or Kylie Jenner, and any of the Kardashians. I mean, I definitely can give them their props. They're great business women, but they don't need any of my money, and I'm not going to give them any of my money. So this palette, I didn't even realize was a dupe of something till someone told me, and this is the, the Wild palette. And it is a dupe for the Saint and Sinner palette, which was Kat Von D's holiday palette last year. So if you have a problem with Kat Von D and you wanted to get your hands on this palette and you couldn't get it last year, this is a really close dupe. They only two things, the two eyeshadow toppers, they didn't get them exactly right, but they do, you know, they do the job. Okay, then this is a dupe for this is the Vice palette. This is a dupe for the purple 9-pan palette Kylie did last year. So again, I don't buy from Kylie Cosmetics, so I liked the purple palette and I saw a dupe of it and I grabbed this one. This is, I did a video on it, I'll link it down below. This is a dupe, or it is an inspiration of what the Tarte April Fool's palette, the Icy Betch palette. This is basically what this company's idea of what the palette would look like, and I really like it. It's got great shimmers and the mattes are really pigmented, and yeah, it's a great cool tone palette. And yeah, if you aren't into cool tone colors, you would not enjoy it. But if you definitely, you know, want to play, excuse me, play with color and cool tone colors, I would definitely get this palette. Then I picked up these two dupes of the those mini Obsession Huda palettes. I got the one for the I think it was the melon one, and this is the dupe of it. I'll leave all the information down below, and it basically to me kind of looks like a mini Sunset Natasha Denona palette. So I do like it. This, you know, is nothing new. There's a lot of warm tone palettes out there like this, but I do like this one. And then I also got the Jewel Tone Obsession dupe, and this one is great. It's a bunch of duochromes and glitter toppers, and I really like this one. This is a great supplemental palette. I mean, if you were just gonna, you know, slap one color on the lid, this is also a great palette. Then I have this from LA Colors. It's just, it looks like, oh god, can I get it open? That's the one thing with nails, and oh, that's nice. One of the pans fell out. I got this, kind of pastel neon-y palette. It's decent for what it was. It was on sale when I got it, so I've just worn it once, and it's, you know, it's a decent palette. Nothing amazing about it, nothing, you know, horrible about it. And then this palette is from a company called Okalon, and for some, it's called the Neutral Eyeshadow Palette, but it's like, well, it is kind of neutral, but it's like muted jewel tone color, so I don't quite get the, let me take the plastic off. I don't quite get the name of the palette, but it's a bunch of nice cool tone shimmers that I enjoy. So, yep, I will be doing a review. Don't worry, I'll be doing a review of all these palettes, and I'll leave the information of everything down below. This, I don't believe, is a dupe for anything. It's the Disco Fever palette, and it's just basically a bunch of a few mattes that can be used as transition, and then a matte black to darken things up, and then the rest of them are metallic and foiled eyeshadow. So very fun palette. I do like it. I've got these two. Sorry, cat hair gets all over everything I own. Then I got from that company, Okalon, these two cream eyeshadow, metal cream eyeshadow palettes. They, I like these. I can wear them as a cream shadow and they dry down, or as a base. That's one of them, and this is the other one. So these are fun. Loving these. I got this from J-Cat Beauty. This is the Extreme Access Pocket Shadow palette. It's 6 mattes and 6 shimmers. It kind of reminds me of a dupe of the Huda palettes. And this one is a bunch of pastels and brights, so right up my alley, and I kind of am enjoying these smaller palettes right now. I've got this palette from Beauty Glaze. There you can see the name, and it's a pressed glitter palette. It's got big chunks of glitter in the gel glitter thing, so it's just a something you can wear on the cheeks or on the temple or on your arms. This isn't eye safe glitter palette, but it is fun. Then we're almost done here. I got dupes of the Natasha Denona. This is the Supernova. This is a dupe of the Lila palette, and this is what it looks like. And the colors do match the mini I have, but the quality of the two are completely different. But if you don't want to support Natasha Denona and pick up those the $25 mini eyeshadow palettes, I mean, they are tiny. Like, they're the size, like, this big, the size almost of, like, a USB drive, kind of. Those are, you know, those palettes are nice little palettes to give you a taste of Natasha Denona, but, these, you know, will definitely, this is, oh, I just kind of put a dent in one of the shadows. These are definitely, you know, dead on dupes. This is of the Sunset palette, but the quality is just a little different. But, again, you know, some people can't afford, to spend money like that, so I understand if you, don't have the money or don't want to support Natasha Denona. These palettes are gorgeous and they're dead on dupes. And the last two I have to show you. These are dupes of Lime Crime's Venus palettes. I think this is a dupe of the Venus one. The plastic just fell off. Yeah, this is a dupe of the Venus one, and then this is a dupe of the Venus 2. So this is the cool toned one, and the other one is like the warm toned one. So, I did also buy on Amazon from another company, not realizing that I bought basically 2 dupes of the same, but they are slightly different, so maybe I'll do a comparison of the 2 dupes, and then maybe on the screen we'll put up the original one and see if they match up, or which one's more like in colors or something. But I definitely have a lot of you know, tutorials and stuff now, and maybe get ready with me's, and I want to do like a palette bingo, and I have a bunch of stuff coming up, and I have a cool video that I'm going to be doing with a friend of mine at the end of the week, so that'll be really cool. Hopefully you guys will enjoy that, and yeah, just thank you for watching my ridiculous hauls, and I will definitely get back to you with comparisons with the originals and all that fun stuff. So that will definitely be coming up in videos in the future. And tomorrow I want to actually go over that new K-beauty line. I'm gonna do a full face, or as much of a full face of products I can. I'm gonna go and pick up the rest tomorrow, and we'll do a full face of those K-beauty products. So that'll be the video probably up tomorrow. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one, and have a good night, YouTube. Bye.